In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the best channel to get coaching and consulting clients right now in 2022 and 2023. I'll even be giving you the framework that we use to consistently fill calendars with book calls and appointments. And the channel that I'm talking about that's producing the best results right now for coaches and consultants is not TikTok. TikTok ads are great, but it's just not there for coaches and consultants. See, the targeting is kind of limited right now, and it's very hard to find B2B audiences. And the only way you can actually run ads nowadays on Facebook is if you downplay and dilute your messaging so that things are compliant. And what happens when your messaging is super washed out? Well, your ads stop converting as highly as they should be. And let's say you've gone past the compliant, your ads, they can still convert even though the copy and the messaging isn't great. Well, then Facebook ads are still a big pain to scale. So the channel that I'm actually talking about is in fact YouTube ads. And I want to be completely honest and upfront here and disclaim that at our agencies, we do run lots of Facebook ads and TikTok ads and even Google ads for our coaching and consulting clients. But even though we run those ad accounts on those other platforms, we've found that YouTube ads just perform better. I know YouTube ads have gotten really popular with coaches and consultants over the last year or so, and I can say even right now, they are by far still the best way for coaches and consultants to get more clients. Now, before I jump in and show you guys the framework that we use to get consistent results for these coaching and consulting clients, I quickly do want to introduce myself for those of you that don't know me. My name is Neil, I run Links Digital, and as you probably guessed it, we're an agency that helps coaches and consultants scale with TikTok ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, whatever it may be. So if you are interested in learning more about those services, definitely check out the description below. All right, the first thing that we ask when a brand new coach or consultant comes to us is if they know their competitors. The reason being, if you know your competitors and you know your competition, especially on YouTube, well, then running ads becomes that much easier.
Sorry about the interruption, but if you're someone that already has a funnel and you know you want to scale it, we're talking about 1K a day, a couple hundred a day, and you want to take it to 10K a day, then click on our link. What can you expect if you click on the link? You're going to talk to one of our consultants and we're going to see what makes sense for you. If you're someone that is a do-it-yourselfer and you want to learn a system, get on our weekly calls, learn how we come up with creatives, angles, how we do our targeting, how we scale, how we get clients to spending 30, 40K a day. Hey, you want to give that information to your media buyer? Feel free and ask about our course. But that's not going to happen unless you click on the link. So make sure you do that. It's totally free. But this is if you're willing to scale and you already know that you have stuff that works. Now, back to the video at hand.
You see, if you know your competition on YouTube, it's pretty easy to find your target audience. As long as you know with a degree of certainty what your target audience is watching with your competitors' content, it's very easy to go out there and find those people. And the thing with YouTube ads are the more precise you are with this audience and figuring out exactly what they're watching, including your competitors' stuff, well, the better your ads will do. See, I believe that you need to show your ads to your ideal audience first. You know, the people that you think are most likely to convert on your offer. And then once you've done that, then you can start going a little bit broad. And the reason for this is if you are showing your ads to your ideal customers, you know, the audience that's most likely to convert, the ones that are watching your competitors' stuff, well, if your ads don't convert with this hyper-specific, highly targeted audience, it's most likely that they're not going to convert on a broader audience once you start scaling your campaigns. And this is one of the reasons why YouTube ads are so strong and they perform so well right off the bat for a lot of people. However, there is a little bit of a drawback. This feature that allows you to go after your hyper-specific audience and target your competitors, well, this feature is going to be going away soon. Google's recently announced that they're going to be getting rid of this feature that allows you to target your competitors and target specific YouTube channels that allow you to find that ideal targeting. However, they haven't said when exactly they're going to be getting rid of them. My best guess is you probably have 3 to 6 months to still use this targeting. So if you are a coach or consultant who was on the fence about YouTube ads and just weren't ready for it, well, I highly encourage that you take the plunge sooner rather than later and take advantage of this method that allows you to start zeroing in into your target audience and be able to use this feature before it's gone. All right, the next piece of the framework after you've figured out your targeting is going to be your ads and what I briefly touched on about validating your message. If you're a coach or consultant, you can position your offering in many different ways. And with YouTube ads, you are actually going to have to explore the different types of positionings for your product or service. I know that people say coming up with YouTube ads is incredibly difficult and very expensive. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. And that's because the people that say this are the types of people to go out there and spend, $15,000, $20,000 filming a highly cinematic ad, the ones with all of the after effects and all that jazz. And all they do is take this one singular ad, try and run it for a while, and then just hope. And when that doesn't work, they kind of blame YouTube ads in general. What I'm trying to say is, as a coach or a consultant, you aren't Nike or Toyota. This isn't the approach that you need to see success on YouTube ads. The truth is, you probably won't produce a winning ad the first time you film. It usually takes a few tries. And this can depend person to person, offer to offer. Sometimes you find a winning ad on your 4th iteration, sometimes it's your 20th one. It really depends. However, your job as a coach or consultant that wants to succeed with YouTube ads is to go out there and test all of these different ads and angles and variations as fast as possible. What you're really testing with these ads is all of the different angles and positionings for your offer. You're going out there and you're making ads on different pain points, presenting different angles, different solutions that your product or service provides, and presenting them in all unique ways to see which one of these angles, which one of these iterations does your audience respond to the best. And if I'm being frank, it usually only takes about $100 or so to see if one of these angles really hits with your audience, as long as you're going after that hyper-specific target audience like I mentioned earlier. What I'm really trying to say is that it's not that expensive to go out there and test these iterations. At my level of experience of doing this for hundreds of coaches and consultants, I can basically go out there and see if an ad is a winner or not with like 1,000 views, and that sometimes costs as little as $20. So within $20, I know if an ad is going to hit or if it's going to be a flop. And finally, the last puzzle piece in our framework is to actually not sell on the ad itself. See, a lot of coaches and consultants will go out there, make YouTube ads, and they make this one critical mistake. They try to sell their product or service on the ad itself. I can promise you this, nobody in this world is going to be jumping on your high ticket offer after just watching one 2-minute simple YouTube ad. See, what you're doing on the ad itself is not selling your program. What you're selling is the next step, whatever that may be, whether it's your appointment, a scheduled call, whether you're running a VSL or webinar training. That's what you're actually trying to sell. In the ads, you're really trying to convince the viewer why they should jump on a call with you or your sales team. Why should they actually watch your sales training or your VSL? That's what your ads are actually supposed to do. And once you figure that out, well, you know what they say, the rest is easy. All right, by this point in the video, you should have a great framework to approach YouTube ads with. What I recommend that you do next is watch this step-by-step tutorial on setting up your first few campaigns so you can start flooding your calendars with more sales calls, more booked appointments for your coaching or consulting offer.